Hey, everybody, and welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. We're on a different channel today because YouTube gave me a strike, pulled down my video on my other channel, saying that I was brandishing a gun and that I was doing something to endanger child welfare or something. Couldn't see what they were talking about since they deleted the video, but luckily I was able to download it from StreamYard, and at the moment they said I was making violent threats, endangering children, and brandishing a firearm, I was walking around waving my hat, telling a fly to get out of here because I don't want to hurt you. I will if I have to. I said, if I have to, I'll kill you, but I don't want to, so get out of here. And I was talking to a fly and waving my hat. But YouTube is, well, they're trying to get rid of my channel anyway, so they're trying their best. So make sure you go over and subscribe to my Totally Not a Backup channel. I'll try to remember to put a link to it up in the corner, but go do that. But as I was saying, we're going to go ahead and do the chat here. This is just an open chat. It's just where you all can ask me any questions. I don't know if I can take YouTube super chats on this one, but if we do, they'll probably steal them. So I did put a link to the PayPal super chat up at the above, but we've already got quite a few to read, so probably got more than enough. We'll see. But if you want to donate because you feel sorry for me because they stole all the super chats from the first one, which was like $50 or more, they do that. They do it just to steal them, and they stole my chats from yesterday for some reason too. Those are gone. I'm like, what? I knew they took the ones from the Iran chat because we were bad talking Iran. No, we weren't. We were just talking about the reality of the situation. There was nothing anti-Semitic or anti-Muslim or anything said. Everybody I thought was very respectful. But yeah. All right. As always, I like to start the live chats with a reading the people who have bought merchandise over the last 24 hours. And today, the person that did that is Edgar Cortez. He bought some stuff. What did he actually buy? I pushed it through already. He got a Ghost Guns shirt and an Attack of the Werepossum shirt. Oh, and he got the Equalizers shirt. So he got 3 shirts. I think he had a rich relative die today because he's been doing donations. He did a donation over on PayPal. He bought merchandise here. He did a super chat in the first chat today. So yeah, I think he's in the money now. So if anybody needs to borrow money, you know who to talk to. Let's go. I don't know if he'll loan it to you or not, but we'll see. Although don't give Welper any money. If he comes asking, don't give him any money. He's going to spend it all on candy and hookers. And I'm not opposed to that, but those poor hookers, I don't want them to have to do that. Oh, no, that'll get me kicked off probably. That's unfit for children, even though I labeled this channel not fit for children. They labeled all gun channels not fit for children years ago. That was part of our punishment. And I always say not made for children on every video I put up because you shouldn't have your children here. People every now and then will complain like, oh, you did this and my child was with me. I'm like, well, then you should be a better parent. Nobody should let their children around me in real life or on the internet. I mean, because, I'll say something you probably don't want them to hear. Like, I'll be like, well, the reason that your daddy don't live with mommy no more is because mommy is a whore. Something like that. I've had to say that before. But let's get on with the conversation. I'm rambling because I'm upset. At least I don't feel bad today. It's the first day I hadn't had to go to the doctor or have a doctor appointment or anything because Phil ain't tried to kill me today. He might, after he finds out we got all the super chats taken from us, he might try to kill me again. So if I don't show up tomorrow, either Phil or YouTube got me, one or the other. I don't know which. I don't want to know either. I don't even want to see it coming. The way I want to die, as Maria Bamford said, is from a sharp blow to the head that I do not see coming. I want my last words to be, wait, what? I don't want to know what. I don't want to know what's going on. But let's get back to the chat, shall we? All righty here. I don't know. Do people even have an option for super chats over on this channel? I don't think there is one on this channel. So I don't think we have to even worry about that. All right, let's get over to the super chats and see if there's any questions coming in. I got that one from Edgar Cortez. That was just a donation. Then we got Officer Tater Hater chiming in. Leave a super chat. All right. I sent you a lot of emails. The amount of butthurt, and I do mean butthurt cops who come into Izzo's comment section is hilarious. Even though I thought Antifa had problems. Talk about whiny little bitches. Yeah, they're as bad as Antifa any day of the week. Maybe worse. The bootlickers, oh my God, they're bad. I don't like them at all. Although I did have to kind of agree with that one cop a little bit. Today's marijuana is not your daddy's marijuana. A lot of it's really too strong for people. That's the only thing that I really disagreed with, but otherwise. So I did see your emails today, as you can tell. But he's right about that. Marijuana is much more potent nowadays. I will give him that one. Where was I? That was Officer Tater Hater. Then Mike Guthrie chimed in here, paid his tithe to Phil, and said, I am not surprised at all that it was removed. Oh, I don't think he's talking about my video. I think he's talking about the Hearing Protection Act from the One Big Beautiful Bill. I hope he's not talking about my video. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a good person. I keep telling myself that you're a good person. I do that every night. I look in the window and I look in the mirror and I go, you are a good person. You're good enough. You're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like you. I can lie to myself if I need to. Christopher Grove just said for the stock. There's too many Christophers in here now. Well, there's Chrissy, and then there's Christian, and there's Chris. There's a lot of Chris's. Let's just say that. And then there's a Clinton, which is close, but not quite the same. John Heasley chimed in and said, I really want that Marvin stock. They were never going to go through the way that was within the HPA and Short Act. Yeah, he's talking about the first subject, what we're talking about today, how the Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act got pulled from the bill using the Byrd Amendment, which we kind of expected it would be. Kevin Payton also chimed in here and said, what did he say? All hail Phil, new product line, Yankee and Marshall's going to town shirts. That could be a new line. I have some very classy tastes, although I don't make any of the shirts that I use as going to town shirts. I need to start producing my own. I wonder if you can make those polyester printed shirts, because the shirts I wear are them cheesy polyester import shirts. I mean, if anyone ever gets near me with a lit cigarette or a match, I'm going to go up like a Roman candle. But I like them. They're lightweight. They look good. You don't have to iron them or anything. They come out of the dryer ready to wear. But they are just, very explosively flammable. That's about the only bad thing. It's like the same kind of stuff they make children's pajamas out. Oh, I'm endangering children again. I better be quiet. Who was that? Was that Kevin Payton just said that? Was I just reading Kevin Payton's? I lose my place here. And then, yes, that was Kevin Payton. And then we got Clinton Barella. I can stand under his Barella, or you can stand under his Barella. Someone can. For the double super secret stock rock giveaway, he said part 2, but it's not rock, it's stock. It's the double super secret stock giveaway. Didn't you win the rock giveaway? Didn't you win the rock? Not Dwayne the Rock, but I can't give him away. I wish I could. I wish I had I wish I owned him. No, I shouldn't say that. He's sort of a black guy, so I can't say that. I did not mean it in a racial way at all. Not as in like slave. I just wish I had all of his stuff. Like I was his manager and I got 80% of everything he did or something. Now I'm gonna get in trouble for racism today. Yankees wanted to bring back slavery. If anyone says it isn't a cult, after 2 back-to-back devastating hurricanes, Floridians voted to get rid of FEMA. Only a month later, not replace it, end it. Yeah, they're not very smart. They convinced that, well, FEMA costs you money and it's just a government handout and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, we don't want to give a government handout. Oh, my trailer blew away and my insurance policy won't cover it. Those act of God. Well, we don't do to FEMA. Rich states will be able to pay for their shit. The poor states will just be out of luck. Who was that just said that? Oh, that was G. Powell. G. Powell. Mikey D chimed in and said, you said SCOTUS would save us. Not with Snope or Ocean State. SCOTUS ain't going to do shit. Don't forget the prison pill they put in the bill, the poison pill they put in the bill. If you sue the government for BS laws, must have $1 million bond. Yeah, they put that in there in the Senate. That wasn't originally in it. They changed that in there in the Senate. Let's see where we at. That was Mikey D. Per Gustafsson said, would have been fun if the jug busted. That wouldn't have been fun. I'd had to clean. No, he'd have cleaned it up. I made him clean it up. But he bopped me right in the nose with that thing. And it was playful. It wasn't mean. He was laughing the whole time I tried to get him back, laughing his ass off. And he's 21 years old. Just in case people out there on YouTube don't know. That was Per Gustafsson. And now we got Christian Carlson. I told you there was a Christian. In name only, maybe, but he's a Christian. Hope this helps. 38 Super for all. No, not 38 Super for all. Why would you say that? That's mean. In fact, one of my topics today or yesterday was going to be, does 38 Super have a place in the gun community? And it got postponed yesterday, and then it got postponed today by things happening. So maybe I'll get to that tomorrow. Oh, that's me giving money to Printify. To screw with YouTube. Yeah, I wish we could screw with YouTube. YouTube needs to be broken up. They need to be demonopolized. So, yeah, there needs to be something done to where they don't control everything. Don't have. It's like when I tried to sue them. You can't even sue them. When I threatened to sue them, you can't even sue them because they're protected. They pay off too many politicians. They get special laws written. When I said who it was, they're like, nah, that is a crime what they're doing, and they did it again today. But can't sue them. The government protects them. All right. Who was I just responding to? That was Mikey White. Per Gustafsson also chimed in again here and said, send money on the earlier chat, send it again. Well, if you send it via YouTube the first time, yeah, they took that. Every penny of it. Johnny Mandrick chimed in and says, are you Phil's Job? I think he means. Wow, that's how you spell Job. It's spelled Job, isn't it? Because I saw people, when I was younger, I see people whose name is Job, and I'd think their name's Job. But it's Job. Biblical story. Maybe. At least I'm not Isaac. At least my kids are glad of that, I bet. Jeffrey Vaughn also chimed in here, paid his $2 tithe to Phil, and said, dang, shitty situation. If you get an exit interview, please drop the Eric Cartman line. You could at least use a little lube if you're going to fuck me. Yeah, I loved that when he said that to his mom. Not that I know. I don't watch that show. That show is bad. It's mean. It's bad. It's evil-spirited. I'm a good, wholesome boy. That's what my stance with YouTube is now. I'm a good, wholesome person, wouldn't do nothing wrong. I was even trying not to kill a fly when they said I was violating YouTube policy. They pulled the video because you were swatting at an immature fly. I bet that fly was full grown, 21 years in fly age, at least, probably older, because he was a fairly good sized fly. So I think he was a good size. I think he was an adult fly. I stand by that decision. I don't know. How long have we been doing this chat now? When did we start this? I don't think it's been a half hour yet, has it? It's only been like 20 minutes, I think. So let's do the emails. Let's see if there are any emails. I haven't got a chance to look yet. There's one. And then there's a bunch of people. It looked like when you were swatting a fly that you were touching guns on your back wall. Yeah, it was me swatting a fly. I'm even saying, get out of here, fly. I don't want to have to kill you, but I will. But that was Micah D sent that email in. Let's see here. Your chat. This is all people talking about me getting kicked off, getting kicked off, video pulled, all that stuff. So it doesn't look like there's. Then there's Edgar Cortez saying he made a Pets and Vets donation. I saw that. Like I said, he's doing a lot of stuff. Someone wanted me to do a partnership on my channel. That doesn't happen. I don't do that. So I guess the only email I have to share is this one. And John Heasley is showing us, boom, Vicky's new carry gun. Well, that's nice. Nice little SIG. I think that was 365. Oh, yeah, it says right there in the title, P365. Those are so small when you see them in person. I mean, like you see them in pictures and you're like, it's a smaller P320. But in person, they're so small. That Streamlight's almost bigger than the gun. Excuse me. Caden had originally thought he was going to put a red dot on his gun and put a Streamlight on his gun, but then he decided that's just going to make it harder to conceal and carry. And I'm like, bingo. That's what I always say. Why do you think your dad don't carry a gun with a red dot or a flashlight on it? Because why do I want just more to cover up? More weight, more size. I don't want either of those things. He figured it out faster than I did because I tried it and didn't care for it. All right, let's see if we got any questions coming in over here to me. I just canceled the payment to the super chat through the credit card company as fraud by YouTube. Oh, I might hope that don't get me in trouble. I hope not. Is this really a YouTube issue, or is Phil really angry at you for not convincing us to pay more tithes? Probably that. He's not helping. He's not stepping in on my benefit. An 18, or this is an email. No, if I show this, they're going to probably yank my video down again. But I'll read what he sent. He sent me a picture of a boy and a squirt gun, a bright blue with green accent squirt gun. A 17-year-old boy was shot dead in the Bronx Park after he asked someone to stop shooting him with a water gun. Then he took, well, this is a different story than I thought it was going to be. I thought he was shot because he had a water gun. He asked someone to stop shooting him with a water gun, and then they shot him for real. Well, I guess the story there is if someone shoots you with a water gun, just take it. Better than the alternative, I guess. Let's see here. Did I get all the super chats? I did get all the super chats. It's possible that when you stood up to swat the insects, YouTube loonies thought you were standing too close to your guns? I was several feet away from them. Actually, I was in the middle of the studio. I was standing right here, right here, and I can't even reach. There's no way I can reach a gun. Not even leaning over. I can't reach a gun. Without falling over, I'd fall over. And then I still wouldn't get a gun because I'd fall over. Are you chatting with AI or a human rep? I do not know. In Newburgh, Oregon, a man who stole a Land Cruiser crashed into a stolen Buick Regal that was being driven by a drunk woman. Car theft is a problem in Newburgh, Dundee. Well, that's a problem everywhere, but drunk driving, car theft, those are all problems everywhere. Not so much out here. I mean, people have to come a long ways if they want to steal a car out here. If you're like in the city, there might be people walking around. They're like, you know what? I'd rather be in a car right now. But out here, they got out here. They have a way to get back. So you think the 454 Ruger Alaskan in 2.5 inches the way to go? I wanted the Pieta Trio, but Hickok made a YouTube video about it, so maybe not. Maybe I won't get any single action army clone. The Pieta, I like. Why would you not get one? Because YouTube did it. Because Hickok did a video on it. Remember, if he said something good about it, well, are you just not one because he liked it? If he said something bad, he don't know nothing about guns. I mean, he claims he does, but he doesn't. He's proven time and time again he doesn't know anything about guns. He knows how to point him at something and pull the trigger if it's something he shot at 1,000 times before and he's using really loaded down ammo. But other than that, he don't know nothing about guns at all. I haven't seen any evidence. You know, he might be the greatest, depository of gun knowledge in the world, but he ain't never shared it with anyone from what I can see. Never seen any proof of that. But yeah, 454 Ruger Alaskan is I would get that before the SA clone. That would be my choice. I think that is all of the questions that I've got. Don't see any other ones coming in. I don't know that we've done a half hour yet. Don't forget promoting drugs. I didn't promote any drugs. I don't promote drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke or drink or anything. I think most people know that. Welper is a mod. Yes, I know. Wouldn't be surprised if YouTube removed some channel operator abilities. It may be. I think we're all caught up. Someone just placed an order over on Printify. Let me read that before we go. That way I can get it pushed through tonight and not have to do it tomorrow. Ooh, this is a pretty good order. What did he order? Magnets. Someone ordered several magnets. People love them magnets. He got a Willie versus Bruce. That's an awesome design. He got the Godzilla one. That's awesome. He got the Laden Swallow. So he got some really good designs there. So yay, another sale tonight. Maybe we'll make up for some of what we lost on YouTube. The thieving bastards. YouTube needs to be broken up. Ownership needs to be diversified. Needs to be more people involved in the process. And I love how every time you talk to them about the algorithm making a mistake or something like that, every time it's like there's no human interaction in the intervention in the algorithm. That's all the algorithm is. You program it to do what you want it to do. And if it doesn't, you supersede it and then reprogram it to do what you wanted it to do. You're changing it all the time because you want it to do a specific thing. So that's all the algorithm is human intervention. That makes no sense. Just them trying to cover their ass. Like, it's not us. It's a computer making the decisions. We're not censoring people, which we're not supposed to do. It's the computer. No, it's you. You write the code. And when it doesn't censor the things you want it to censor, you rewrite the code. You do it all the time. They're such liars. Hickok is the Jim Cramer of the gun world. I don't know who Jim Cramer is. Is that someone famous? I don't know who they are. Is it a literary character? It doesn't sound familiar. I know Kramer versus Kramer was a movie, but I don't know who Jim Cramer is. From boomer to hipster ironic. What's he talking about? Well, people remember, if you want to put it in something to me right now, it's got to have the Yankee gearhead in front of it, not the Yankee Marshall. So keep that in mind. Whoever blocked you has no depth perception, so it looks like you're standing right next to your guns. I was standing up swatting a fucking fly. Anybody with any sense can see that. And it supposedly was reviewed by a person. Well, if a person actually reviewed the video, they'd see I ain't handling any guns. Yeah, that looks like that is it for today. I don't see any other questions coming in. Let me make sure I'm caught up on the super chats. Kevin Payton was the last one. And that's an order. That's not. So yes, we're all caught up. And make sure there's nothing coming in over here that I missed. It looks like y'all are talking amongst yourselves. You're not talking to me. You threatened to kill a fly on a live chat, and that's what happened, dude. I'm telling you, you can't be using the keyword. I tried to use the president remover word. They banned it. Well, I was just threatening a fly, and I was telling him I don't want to hurt him. and I won't if he doesn't make me. I was going out of my way to be thoughtful and considerate and nonviolent to a fly because that's me. I don't like killing anything. Because here's the reason I don't like killing anything. And it's one of the only reasons I have a problem with capital punishment in any way, because I am a firm believer that some people need killing, but I also don't think the government should have the right to do it because they make a lot of mistakes. And killing something, even as small as a fly or spider, well, it's irreversible. You can't undo it. You can't go, oh, I changed my mind. You're beneficial, so I'm not going to do that. No, they're dead. They're dead. So that's one decision you can make that you can never rethink. You can never change your mind. Most things, if you decide you're going to do it, you can change your mind. If you say something to someone or you do something, you can go back and say, I'm sorry, I'm going to make that right. But if you kill something, you can't do that. You do not reserve the right to alter the outcome of your opinion or your actions, because it can't be changed. It's permanent. And that's something I have never liked. That's back like when we first started dating. You ever date someone that when they get mad at you, they know the thing to do is break something sentimental because it can't be replaced? Oh, I used to be like, don't you do that. Oh, don't you run down the hallway and lock the bedroom door. I'm going to kick the door off the hinges. But here's the deal with that, because I don't like when things can't be undone. You know, when you can't change your mind. Some people call that wishy-washy. I like to have the option of changing my mind if I get new information. And I like to do things to a point where if I ever do change my mind, I can hopefully, any damage I've done, I can undo it or make up for it. Can't do that with you kill something. That's final. That's why I don't like to kill anything, not even bugs or anything. Yeah, he just talks a lot, but are they talking about me? He just talks a lot, but never builds a track. What? I think somebody is talking about me. Awful bastards. The soapbox, the ballot box. If unfortunately things go bad, then the bullet box. I don't know what they're talking about over there. YouTube, I take no responsibility for what they're saying. No Jim Cramer. Well, who is? No one's ever told me who Jim Cramer is yet. I don't know who that is. But I think that's it for today. Well, they're all talking shit about me over there, pretending like they're talking about someone named Jim Cramer. I don't think that's a person. I think they made him up just so they could talk about me in code behind my back. I think that's what's up. We're talking about Jim Cramer. See, they're doing it right there. They're trying to say that they're not talking about me. They're talking about this fictional character. I know what's going on. You think I'm stupid? I'm not stupid. I'm not paranoid or stupid. I know when people are out to get me. That's what they're doing. I bet you all had something to do with YouTube shutting me down. I bet. Yeah. I don't know who Jim Cramer. I don't think he's a real person. I think it's just a front for y'all to talk shit about me. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks everyone for coming. Even though this wasn't really our scheduled chat, this was just me coming on here on this backup channel to let people know why I got kicked off on the other channel and then banned. So hopefully we'll get this worked out. We'll see. If not, keep an eye on your alerts tomorrow. I'll send everything out to everybody. If you're a member of Patreon or Subscribe Star, or if you follow me on my YouTube channel, go follow my YouTube channel. I'll put a link to the right chat over there. Also, I will put it on my YouTube channel, that a link to this video, my regular YouTube channel, a link to the link chat on this video. You know, I'm getting myself confused on this one. But it'll all be, there'll be links available to get to this channel. And remember, subscribe to this channel, because this is where I'll be if I get kicked off my other channel, unless they get this one too. And if they get this one too, you'll find information on my YouTube or my Instagram. Not my YouTube, my Facebook or my Instagram. The only thing I use the Facebook for at all is live chat stuff. I put links to live chats there. It's the only thing I do there, but I would use it as a bulletin if I get deleted on YouTube. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for everything you do. It's appreciated. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry, unless you're on a live chat, and stay safe until I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.